build, and amazing play from the early days of NBA 2K25.
Come on, man, you see it.
You spent a lot of time thinking about this, didn't you?
Yeah, only my entire life. Now, did you want something, or were you just coming in here to try to interrupt my meditation, man?
Nah, man, I'm here on official business, all right? I know we boys and all, but I am your manager, okay?
Still can't believe I let you talk me into this one, man.
Hey, that's the power of persuasion, right? And it's one of the best skills you have as a manager.
All right, Mr. Manager. Manager Way, what's up, man?
All right, so I was coming here to remind you about that goal-setting meeting you got today, but you're all over that, though.
100%.
All right, look, don't be late, okay? Because Coach Tucker hates it when people are late.
It's at the arena, right?
Yeah, it's in Cliff's office.
All right, got you.
Okay, good. Now let's talk about pickup hoops.
Oh, nah, P. You're not about to tell me I can't hoop at the park, man. I could get hurt just walking down the street. I can't worry about that, man.
No, that's not my angle. As a matter of fact, I was going to tell you, I found the guys in the city who run the best games, okay? Chris Manning and Shakedown. I dropped a pin for you so you can talk to them whenever.
Okay. Nice, man. Good looking out, bro.
Hey, no doubt.
Hey, anything else or what's up?
Oh, yeah, walk with me.
What's this?
I've been thinking. This moment, start to your NBA career. I mean, we talked about this for as long as we've known each other, man.
Facts.
You put in a ridiculous amount of work to get here.
That's also true, man.
Yeah, so I just, wanted to give you something you could look at to remind yourself of how far you come and so you could appreciate the journey.
Yo, is this that club league ticket from when you was out there talking trash in the parking lot, bro?
Yo, it is. And when you found out I was moving to Plainview, you were big mad.
Oh, man. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, man. This is outstanding. This is hitting me, man.
It's just a small token. So what are you gonna do now? Head to the arena, Get there nice and early for your meeting.
Don't want to leave Coach waiting.
He must love you.
That's not the impression I get.
Look, you'll be fine, all right? If he gives you any problems, you let me know, all right? I'll take care of him.
All right, man. Sounds good.
Coach Tucker showed me some photos of the gym you and your manager set up.
Yeah, I wanted to work on my game 24/7.
Something wrong with our training facility?
It doesn't have any candy in the vending machines. No, I just wanted to make sure I didn't have any excuses. You know how it is.
I do. And that work ethic of yours is something we all love about you.
Thank you.
You're going to fit our culture like a glove.
Well, I'm excited to be here. I feel like this is a perfect place to start my career.
Fantastic. Well, then why don't we talk about our goals for the season then? As a former player, I understand how important it is for an organization to clearly communicate its expectations, and I just want to make sure that we're all on the same page to start the season.
Let's do it.
When you make the playoffs, anything can happen. But from where we stand right now, we are looking to secure the 4th seed, get home court advantage for the first round, and then make it out of the first round.
Hold on. That's it?
No, I get it, MP. As a player, it is championship or bust. But as the general manager, it is my job to look at the organization with clear eyes. And from where I stand, we're still a few roster moves away from legitimate title contention.
Not if I take a leap, okay?
Nothing would make me happier. I just don't want you to think that the season is a failure if we don't win a championship. From my perspective, that wouldn't be true. It would be a failure if we didn't make it out of the first round. And then some changes would have to be made.
I see what you mean. That's fair.
Great. So let's talk about how you can contribute to the success of our team. Coach Tucker is going to go through some personal goals that you need to set for the first half of the season.
We've got some strong opinions on what you should focus on, but we'd like to get your input too.
Okay.
This is a collaboration.
That's great because I have been visualizing exactly how I want my career to be.
Visualizing?
Yeah.
Huh.
You know, like meditation and manifestation, that sort of thing?
Well, why don't you manifest some opinions on this list of potential goals for the first half of the season? You know, let me know if anything speaks to you.
You want me to just pick one?
There's a lot to work on at this level. Always. And you'll do a little bit of everything, but we find that giving our players a list of specific goals to work on for the first half of the season is the best way to drive development.
All right, I'm with it.
It also allows us to give you some milestones to track your progress. We'll even highlight on our schedule some key games to use as measuring sticks.
That's that communication that you were talking about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Pick a goal.
I want to do whatever I can to make sure that I'm a positive every time I step foot on the floor.
That's the baseline we expect of you. I'm going to need you to be a little more specific, MP.
Well, I'm talking about this one. Winning my individual matchups. I figure if I do that, that's a good way of focusing on what I can control and doing a little bit of everything to make sure that we get the W.
That's solid reasoning. Practical. It's a good way to make incremental progress.
Well, you know, when you put it like that, makes me feel like I should be doing something more ambitious.
Coach is just setting expectations. That goal isn't the most glamorous, but it's a smart way to level up your game.
And that's what we need from you. Steady improvement and a commitment to excellence. It's a good choice, MP.
Okay, fantastic. Wish being a GM was always this easy. One more thing.
Yep.
We got Media Day coming up.
Oh, I love Media Day. It's always been fun for me as a fan, so this will be cool.
Our PR director, Donna Chase, she's going to walk you through everything. She's great. You're going to love her. Brian, anything you want to add?
Just keep working. Yeah, we'll talk more about your spot in the rotation as we get closer to the season opener.
All right. Appreciate your time. Look forward to building something special here.
So do we.
All right. Thank you.
Have a good one.
You too.
MP in the house.
MP, I'm Donna. Nice to meet you.
So nice to meet you, Donna. My manager tells me you're one of the best PR people in pro sports.
Well, I'm not sure Mr. Wells has the requisite experience to make that call, but I'm glad he thinks highly of me. Shall we talk media day?
Yeah, let's do it.
Now, this is all pretty standard fare, and I know Mr. Wells signed you up for media training over the summer, so there shouldn't be anything you can't handle.
You can call him Patrick. We're not that formal with each other.
If that's your preference.
It is.
Wonderful. We've also secured you an interview with 2K Tip-Off magazine. If all goes well, you will be the cover athlete for their upcoming issue.
Wow, that sounds fun.
It is important to note that this interview will not be conducted by our in-house content team, which means anything you say can be published, especially if it's sensational or controversial in any way.
It's noted.
I'm gonna be upfront with you, MP. I'm a team employee, first and foremost. And it's my job to make sure this team is seen in the best light possible. You make the team look good, we'll be on great terms. You make the team look bad, and we will have a problem. But I have no reason to doubt your character. By all accounts, you're a responsible, smart, considerate young man. And it's because I respect you that I want to put my cards on the table.
Thank you.
Are we clear?
Crystal clear, Miss Chase.
Please, call me Donna. Now, whenever you're ready, you can take that elevator to the practice facility and start your interview.
I'm telling you, Hunter, best movie I've seen in the past 20 years for sure. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I'll have to check it out.
Definitely.
Hey, can I ask you one last question?
Of course, shoot.
So you grew up in Illinois, about a couple hours outside Chicago, right?
Right.
And I know you're too young to have watched Jordan's Bulls in the moment, but I was wondering, how has his legacy affected you as you developed into the player you are today?
MJ's legacy. Man, if you're a hooper from Illinois, that shadow that he casts, it follows you everywhere.
It's all bad, yeah.
Yeah, people, they still talking about looking for the next MJ, like LeBron never happened.
Still, being from Chicago, that's a pretty heavy burden trying to live up to that.
It is, and it isn't, I don't put pressure on myself for results. I put pressure on myself to work. If I put in as much work as possible, I'll live with whatever happens.
So you're not trying to one up the GOAT?
Oh, nah, man. I'm trying to learn from him. How he continued to evolve as a player, how he balanced taking over a game and still keeping his teammates involved. Do I think that I have greatness? Of course. But it's not about comparing myself to MJ. It's about maximizing my gifts and my talents and using them in a way that leads to us winning more games. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's about, winning games. And that's what I hope to do here.
Nicely done. I can see that media training's paying off.
I was just honest, mostly.
But you didn't give them any bulletin board material, okay? Which shows maturity and restraint. Look, I get it. Tooting your own horn feels really good when you've earned it the way you have. But you know what? The real pros, they let their game do the talking.
MJ did not hold back on saying bold statements.
But you're thinking MJ once he was MJ. He didn't come into the league talking like that. And you know why? Because that sort of thing doesn't fly when your teammates don't know if you can back it up.
All right, that makes sense.
Good.
I hear you, Donna.
All right. Now they're ready to take some photographs, and it sounds like they're considering you for the cover.
Okay, that's what's up. So, you got any advice for me?
Pose in a way that reflects your public persona, okay? You know a picture's worth 1,000 words.
Okay.
Why don't you head over there now? They're all set up for you.
Thank you as always.
Good luck.
Thank you.
MP, huge fan.
What's up, man? How you doing? You
Good.
all right?
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, this is what we'll be shooting today.
All right. Stand
Yeah.
right here.
Right there. See some of your best poses.
All right, man.
Hold that. Right there. Perfect. Great. We got all we need.
I bet. Hey, do you know when this issue comes out, man?
Y'all don't know the exact day, but check us out on socials. It'll be there first.
All right, bet.
All right.
Thanks, bro.
Thank you.
What's up, bro? There he is, the man, the myth, the legend.
Son, you look like an MPC. You need some new threads.
Time to talk rotation.
Great. I've been looking forward to this.
Every NBA player wants to start someday, and I'm sure you're no different.
I've never come off the bench a day in my life, Coach.
That's pretty much the case for every player in an NBA locker room, until they get to the league.
Right? Of course.
There's no nice way to say this, so I'm gonna put it bluntly. You've got an established player in front of you. You want his spot, you're gonna have to take it from him.
I get that, but you're talking about...
A star. I know. Which means you need to be exceptional if you want his minutes. This is a big boy business, MP, and you need to understand the realities of that. Unless you can prove you can give us a better chance of winning games than he can, you're gonna be backing him up.
So, if I prove that I'm a better player, you're gonna put me in the starting lineup?
Yes. We are here to win games, not massage egos.
I can get with that then. I'm not mad at that.
All right, and just so you can see how serious I am, I've got some specific milestones I want to see you hit. You in the starting lineup. Simple as that.
This is all pretty straightforward.
Like Cliff said, communication is a big part of what we do here as a ball club.
I can see that, and it's much appreciated, Coach.
Good. Now get ready. It's almost game time.
All right. I'll see you later, Coach.
See you.
Get ready to light it up tonight.
He about to tear the roof off. Yo.
So how'd it go with Coach? Any surprises? What'd he say?
Not really. If I want to be a starter, then I got to outplay the guy ahead of me. Simple as that.
Yeah. Hey, that seemed fair.
It's sports. It is what it is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, look, not to bring any extra motivation or anything like that, but you know only starters get endorsement deals, right?
I already know. You know, dudes on the bench ain't getting no shoe deal.
They're not. Not right now, but that day will come.
Okay.
For right now, let's just take this in. We in the league. I mean, you ever visualize something like this?
You know what, P, man? I never really thought about what the tunnel looks like, man.
No. I'm not talking about the tunnel. I'm talking about right here. You and me, you getting ready to play in your first NBA game.
Honestly, no. You know, nothing prepares you for this, man. No matter how many high-pressure situations that you face, this is different, man.
Or what about that open run I got you an invitation to? You know, things got a little heated between you know who, yeah?
Well, yeah, that was dope, but we didn't have 20,000 people watching us, man.
That's true.
Yeah, it's a little different.
It's different.
All right, then.
It's different.
Hey,
it's
hey.
different.
Yeah.
But hey, look, though, I ain't gonna hold you up. I know you gotta go win that game.
No doubt, no doubt.
Yeah, so make Plainview proud, yeah?
You already know what it is, P.
You know.
Plainview.
Come on, MP, you got this.
You can take him, I just know it.
The home debut for this team and the home debut for the rookie MP. He'll have his chance to make a lasting first impression here in just a moment as this stadium gets ready to rock. Welcome, everyone, to a new season of the NBA. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us at 2K Sports are as we get ready to start the season in style. With our analysts, Brent Barry and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson, along with reporter Allie LaForce. And here's what the Milwaukee Bucks schedule looks like. On Friday, the Chicago Bulls come to town, kicking off a homestand for them. Then on Sunday, they kick off a road trip in Brooklyn, where they'll take on the Nets.
And that game against the Grizzlies, that's one to mark on the schedule. It's their 5th game of the year, and we should start to see lineups get sorted out.
Here's the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Lillard and Trent Jr. are the guards. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. And it's Kuzma in at the 3 spot. And for Philadelphia, they've got Joel Embiid. Maxey out there with George. And it's Yabusele in at the 4. And Grant, a look here at MP, this year's first-round draft pick. He grew up outside of Chicago, and what a moment for him to enjoy his first NBA minutes.
And you talked to MP about his time growing up, and he shared that he studied Jordan and the Bulls. It's a dream come true for him to step out onto an NBA court.
Come on, MP. You need to make something happen. Let's go.
And Milwaukee has possession. It's a 14-point game. All right, let's go to the sideline. We've got something on MP.
Hey, Brian. Well, a lot of anticipation for the rookie MP as he makes his NBA debut tonight. I caught up with him before the game and asked if he had any reflections on his journey here, and he said, I had to grow a lot as a player, not just in skills, but in my approach to the game. He told me that it's been a long journey to get here, but that it's just the first step in the best chapter yet.
Well, Allie, I know a lot of people are excited about MP's potential. The putback controls the rebound and the putback. And the Bucks lead by 14.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
And it's going to be a 3-second call. And some changes here for the Bucks. Giannis Antetokounmpo is checked in for Sims. And it's Rollins in for Lillard. There's 1:12 left in the first quarter. Green for 3. No good that time.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Pass to Drummond. Oubre on the wing. Green covering. Oubre passes to MP. 5 on the clock. Now Drummond, defended by Portis. Offensive rebound. Drummond passes to Gabriel. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Green in the post. He's covered by Oubre. Can't get it to fall. 0 for 2 now. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Maxey. This one for 3. He buries it from 3. Maxey's got 5.
Ooh, the range of Maxey is pretty impressive. He is consistent from beyond the arc.
Here's Antetokounmpo. 11 feet out, and he hits it.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And so it's Milwaukee closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Their work from distance has been impressive. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, we've seen the Bucks really take control here.
Well, it's pretty obvious. I mean, cashing in on extra opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Working the offensive glass that sometimes comes from predictable shots from your offense, and they've been opportunistic here.
They've got MP. He's out there with Kelly Oubre. Joel Embiid is out there with Butler. And it's McCain in at the 2 spot. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Brent, the Bucks have had 6 straight first-place finishes in their division. An impressive run.
Well, it took a couple years for Giannis to find his footing in the league, BA. But, man, he's planted 2 feet in Milwaukee and made this team into something special. They have taken off.
Gabriel. Oh, he clanks that one off the back iron, and it falls. Gabriel's got his 3rd basket on the night right there. And about a minute gone in the second quarter. Porter looks it over. Here's Antetokounmpo. Pass to Rollins. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul. Kyle Lowry's checked in for the Sixers. Here's Rollins. He's guarded by Lowry. Antetokounmpo for 3. Antetokounmpo showing his range.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
Pass to McCain. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Now here's MP with the 10-footer. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Porter, and he dunks it down.
Oh, and there's the talent. Porter Jr., a highly skilled young player.
Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's McCain. Lowry, the pass to Embiid with the fadeaway. Good work there as it goes. Embiid's got 7 points in the game.
He didn't need to fade back. No one in his face, but he buried it anyway.
And the foul called on MP. That's foul number 2 for him.
In the first half, you want to stay aggressive, but you also want to be careful. That is his 2nd foul already.
Gordon, he's checked in for Lowry. Here's Rollins. No points so far. The rebound by Embiid. Oubre against Green. MP outside. Pass to McCain. To the paint. Here's Gabriel. Great D that time from Antetokounmpo. And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. Following this one, they get to host the Bulls. And that's a 1-game homestand for the club.
You have to be aware of Embiid at all times. He's an outstanding shot blocker.
And that one's good. Gabriel.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Oh, Giannis using his size inside.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Pass to MP. Now Gordon. Back to MP. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
Really hard to intimidate MP. He's going to take on the defense inside.
And the foul called on MP. That's his third foul so far.
And that puts them just one foul from the bonus.
Joel Embiid, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the 76ers. He had solid production this quarter with scoring and rebounding. Back to the game after this break.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games. You know, I love sitting up here and doing this show with you guys. I learn something new every day.
Man, you know what? It is pretty unreal they pay us to do this. Did I say that out loud?
Wait, you guys get paid?
Well, yeah, we wouldn't sit here and deal with you for free.
Gotta call my agent now.
And a look back now at the first half, as the Sixers have a tight game on their hands.
Their offense is flowing. Guys are getting into their spot. The ball is finding them. Great execution so far, guys.
I'd say our halftime show is going just as smoothly. Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. One of the stories. Philadelphia making a change here. MP's checked in. And Milwaukee with a change here too. Porter Jr.'s checked in. Trent outside. Pass to Lillard for the tie. Rebound by Philadelphia.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
Bucks trail by 3. Here's Antetokounmpo. Misses in close. Here's Maxey. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Maxey's got 18 points in the game.
Such a flashy player. The ball control Maxey has is really impressive. The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
The Sixers lead by 3. Maxey passes to MP. From the high post. It's wide right, hits off the rim. Milwaukee is gone, only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Trent with it, guarded now by Maxey. Antetokounmpo for 3. The rebound by Maxey. Maxey's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
And there's a 3-second violation.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
The Bucks trail by 3. Lillard looking around. Pass to Porter. And here is Antetokounmpo. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime. Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Another miss by Antetokounmpo.
He's getting good looks on the floor, but he simply cannot bury anything right now. He's got to stay confident, though, because everyone knows he can hit those shots. You would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Milwaukee making some changes. Smith comes in for Lopez, and it's Portis in for Antetokounmpo. Bucks trail by 8. Lillard with the ball. He's got 10, and Oubre comes to help. To the inside. Here's Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Yeah, good pass from Trent Jr. When someone is uncovered on his team, he'll be sure to find him.
Maxey passes to Gabriel. Out of bounds. It'll be Bucks ball. And always interesting to look back at last season. These were the NBA's best transition teams. 5th on the list, the 76ers.
They would just push the ball at every opportunity, even when defenders had already gotten back.
And the Bucks making a change here. Livingston's checked in. Porter a screen. Lillard passes to Trent. Back to Lillard. An open look for Portis. Yes, great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 3 assists tonight.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
From 8 feet away, getting it done inside, MP.
That's just too easy for MP.
And it's Lillard with the ball for Milwaukee. To the middle. And then Portis with the dunk.
And you love to see the aggressiveness, using the height advantage to hammer it home.
Pass to McCain. Oubre on the wing. He's got 6. Grimes' shot is off. Bucks trail by 4. Here's Porter. He's off on the layup. Philadelphia has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this 3rd quarter. Power move from MP.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the 3 ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring.
And the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. And over the last half-decade, Brent, Bobby Portis has been the best 6-man big you can find.
Yeah, pretty remarkable, B.A. He comes in, he gives you some great scoring in some stretches, plays some solid defense. He's got a lot of fire to his game. So this is the exact kind of guy that your team needs in the 2nd unit.
Maxey finds MP. MP capitalizing in close.
Well, MP goes through the defense for the score. Wow.
1:25 left in the 3rd quarter. Portis with a screen on Maxey. Lillard passes to Green. 6 to shoot. Here's Portis for 3. And that comes off the assist by Green. Portis has got 9 points here in the 2nd half.
Things started to click for him in the 2nd half. You can tell the focus and the intent is all there.
Down low. Here's MP. That one is off. Oh, great D that time from Portis. Here's Green. It's hauled in by Oubre. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they'd like.
And I really can't see why they wouldn't.
Pass to Drummond. Back to Maxey. The 3-ball. Knocks it down from distance. Maxey's got 24.
Well, he now has 4 3-pointers this game, guys. 2 in each half. He's really spacing out the floor for his teammates.
Here's Portis for 3. Rebound by Philadelphia. Drummond's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Good job hitting the glass. They're +8 in rebounding.
Lillard against Maxey. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. We've got 13 seconds left in the third. For three, here's Lillard. And McCain pulls it down. And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That's his third foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Sixers ahead, up by 6. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter when we return. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Joel Embiid is out there with MP. Then there's Kelly Oubre. Then it's Lonnie Walker. And it's McCain in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Pass to Embiid. Over Portis. Embiid, good. Embiid's got 23. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for the 76ers.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Outside for Porter. No good on the three.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
To the wing on the left. And here's Oubre from the arc. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Here's Rollins. Oh, Giannis picking it out of the sky.
Well, that's a nice toss up there, so you got to like the timing. But, of course, that's Giannis. He's going to grab anything.
MP scanning the floor. Cash money. Out of his 14 attempts, he's drained 9 of them.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
And with plenty of time left, that's his 4th foul. He needs to stay cognizant of that moving forward.
Edwards, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Outside for Green. Porter, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Over MP. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Antetokounmpo has got 4 points in the quarter. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Here's Gabriel. The shot's good. MP's got 20.
Yeah, this defense looks absolutely helpless trying to stop MP right now. He's having his way out there.
Rollins passes to Porter. Here's Antetokounmpo. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. And they double up MP. That one's good for 2. And it's a 12-point Philadelphia lead. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
What a performance. Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Takes the 3. Joel Embiid with the board. Embiid's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
MP up top. No luck on that one. Great D that time from Antetokounmpo. Rollins passes to Portis. And then Portis with the dunk.
Yeah, and Portis needs to be pushed away from the rim. That's too easy.
MP outside. Pass to Embiid. It's hauled in by Portis. Portis has got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Rollins. Embiid covers. Rollins gets the bucket.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride. It makes it look easy.
MP against Antetokounmpo. Here's Gabriel. And another miss by Philadelphia. The Bucks trail by 10. Antetokounmpo, left side. Inside. Here's Portis. And then Portis with the dunk.
Well, you see how Giannis scans the floor. It's actually easy at his size, involving his guys and showing his ability to pick the defense apart.
Embiid passes to MP. Good. And the assist to Embiid. Gabriel's got 14 points now in the second half.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight. Get out of the way!
Wow!
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's McCain. It's Edwards on the wing. Here's MP. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. MP's got 26 points.
Credit the plays they're calling for him. Getting him right now some good shots.
MP converts on the break.
Getting it done in transition. MP's eyes light up when he gets these easy scoring opportunities.
Antetokounmpo with it. Picked up by Embiid. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Well, Brent, although he hasn't won an MVP since 2020, Giannis has been a finalist every season.
Well, B.A., I just wonder if the voter fatigue is something that Giannis is tired of. Forget the voters. Maybe he just wants to focus on getting back to that level. Obviously, in the past couple seasons, you could say that he might have deserved one more. But this is one of the best two-way players in the league, and he's not going anywhere.
And so he hits both. Well, this was a big summer for the 76ers, Grant, trying to capitalize on their championship window with superstar Joel Embiid.
You're spot on, B.A. Acquiring the talent that might allow him to save himself for the home stretch. Of course, last year's playoffs, he battled heroically.
Oh, man! Oh! That's some flashy stuff from Antetokounmpo. They're dicing up the D with the ball control.
Maxey passes to MP. MP! All that talent!
Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
No, this is about as high-octane a game as you're going to find.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Oh, and the jam by Giannis!
Oh, I would love to see Giannis in the dunk contest. Wouldn't that be sweet?
Maxey passes to Grimes. To the inside. Embiid with it. Yes! Embiid from in close.
Ooh, an aggressive move. Takes it strong, and there's no help defensively.
And the foul called on MP. That's his 5th foul.
Yeah, it's a tough call, but he has to be better in avoiding contact on that play. That's his 5th foul, and one more. It'll be hitting the showers.
And Philadelphia making a change here. George is checked in. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Kuzma's checked in.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Here's Gabriel. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got his 5th assist in this one.
And Paul George, a gifted passer at his size. He can see anywhere on the floor.
Antetokounmpo outside. And another miss by Milwaukee.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more three-point shot, And we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
This team trusts Maxey to make good decisions with the ball.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers' huddle. Coach wanted his guys to ignore the scoreboard. He said, don't even look at the numbers. Just take it possession by possession, make every chance count, and we'll see where we stand at the end of this game. Back to you guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Trent. Oh, there's the alley! Over to the wing, and here's Lillard from beyond the arc. And the three-pointer goes.
That's just too easy. You got to get Lillard to put it down.
Maxey finds MP. Misses off the left iron. The Bucks trail by 12. Pass to Trent. There's the three. And again, it's Milwaukee from deep.
And Trent, the majority of his shots are going to come from distance.
And Maxey's got the ball here for the 76ers. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's Gabriel. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, BA. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
And that one misses. Despite Joel Embiid missing more than half of their games, Grant, the Sixers still won 47 games last season.
Yeah, BA, and lots of credit goes to Tyrese Maxey, averaging over 26 points a game. Philadelphia also had some good depth, and that really helped.
Here's Gabriel. Rebounded by Trent.
Big rebound there. Now the question is, can they be better on the boards down the stretch? It remains to be seen.
And there it is for him.
I just love the ball movement.
The Sixers lead by 7. MP up top, defended by Kuzma. Oh, a grown man move from Embiid. Milwaukee has gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
This has been fun to watch. I mean, they've managed to go on a run just when it looked like this might be over.
Maxey with a screen on Kuzma. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George.
Yeah, a communication breakdown. 2 guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
Here's Milwaukee. They're on a 12-4 run. And the foul called on MP. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
That's a tough walk back to the showers. I'm pretty sure he'd like to have a couple of those plays.
So it's the 76ers taking the W in a close one. What a performance they had here at home today.
I'll tell you what, these are the ones that are so nice to win and so tough to lose. I love being on the edge of my seat, never knowing what would happen next.
That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. So long, everybody.
Keep it up, MP. Keep chopping wood.
First game in the pros. I'm sure your phone is blowing up.
You know, I haven't had a chance to look at my phone yet.
Well, when you do, there'll be texts from every person you've ever met and a few people you haven't. Most notably, there will be press looking for quotes.
They can hit me up on text, too?
They do. And you will want to handle this like you would any regular press conference. You want no comment? No comment. You want to answer? go ahead and answer. Just remember, everything you say is on the record and has an impact. Most importantly, on your team chemistry and your public perception, okay?
Makes sense.
Look, emotions run high when a game is just ended, okay? All I'm asking is that you take a moment to think before you respond. Words can get twisted easily in the league, and what might seem like a harmless bit of bragging could be taken as a slight. By your teammate, by an opponent, a coach, you name it.
I'm under a microscope now.
That's right. All part of the business.
Understood.
Great. If you have any other concerns, press or PR related, you know where to find me.
Congrats to MP on his first 20-point game. I remember the first time I scored 20 in college. An amazing feeling.
All right. You got your feet wet. Now the real work starts.
Whatever it takes, Coach. You know I'm game.
Look, everyone thinks what happens out there is what creates an NBA legend, but they're wrong. 90% of the work happens here, behind the scenes, at practice, in the gym, at film sessions, and in the locker room.
I agree. The games are where you prove that you've been putting in the work. No shortcuts.
Yeah, correct. Over here is the entrance to our practice facility, and over there is the gym.
Everything all in one place. That's great.
Yep. We made everything as convenient as possible, so there is no excuse to not put the work in. Now, come here. Right here, we've got everything related to your schedule, including those key games we talked about based on your personal goals.
Coach, that was great. That was really helpful.
Which reminds me, we've talked a lot about maximizing your playing career, which is critical. But you need to remember, you become the best version of you so we can become the best version of us.
Coach, you have to put that on the t-shirt.
I am serious, MP.
I'm serious too. You become
This is a team game. Everything you do both on and off the court affects our ability to win games. Okay, team chemistry is vitally important to our success, and if you do things that negatively affect that, you hurt the team. A press conference answer that rubs someone the wrong way might mean they look you off when you're open, and now we're taking a contested shot instead of an open one. It's all connected, and it all matters. Are we clear?
Crystal.
Good. Now rest up, rehydrate, and follow the trainer's plan to a T. Proper recovery is just as important as proper training. And you get back to work tomorrow.
Can't be reaching like that, MP. Man, everything feels just a little off. Let's win and go home. Hottest team in the land coming
Yo,
through.
this is the first game coach picked for your personal. Go on.
Yep. And the whole point is for me to cook my matchup, and you know I can't wait, bro.
Why don't you start cooking right now, then?
What you mean, bro?
Just post them on social media, give them something to think about.
Nah, I don't know about that one.
What's the big deal, bro? Everybody loves a little trash talk.
Not everybody. You already know Coach ain't gonna like that.
Ain't even that deep, bro.
Look, I don't even use my socials anymore.
So what, man? You still got them here. Look, Marty signed in. Start posting.
All right, it's done.
All right, that's what's up, man. Go out there and do your thing.
You already know.
Plain view.
Plain view.
Go get him.
What's up, MP?
MP's about to tear it up.
It's Friday night, and live on 2K Sports, we're going to bring you the NBA in all its excitement. Kevin Harlan here, joined by our analyst Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Here's a look at what's coming up for Toronto. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Then on Monday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets.
And for that game against Los Angeles, it's one that I'm curious about. It'll be the 6th contest on the season for them, and a game that should have a lot of great matchups.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Embiid is out there with Yabusele. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the shooting guard. And for Toronto, Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Dick is out there with Emmanuel Quickly. And it's Ingram in at small forward. Hearing scouts talk about MP before the draft, the one concern they had was his hesitation to take over games himself.
And I think that's just how MP is wired.
Barrett's checked in for Barnes. MP's checked in for Philadelphia. Kelly Oubre comes in for Yabusele. And putting his opponents on notice, MP recently talked about winning his individual matchups, but not at the expense of the team. Some high-level goals indeed, guys.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, he's still all about winning games. He's not saying you should play hero ball. His point is that it helps your team when you're playing better than the guy in front of you. That'll be the focus for him tonight. It should make for a fun contest.
And for the inside scoop on MP, and I mean inside, let's send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, before the game, I asked MP if he had any concerns about his individual matchup in this one. He said, I'm focused on doing whatever I can to help my team tonight. And that starts with being the best point guard on the floor. Those are the words of a true leader. Guys?
That position, that is exactly what you need, DA. Thank you. Okay, time for an injury report.
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for the 76ers gave me the status. He told me that he has a painful cramp right now, but they're trying everything they can think of to work it out. Well, you hate suffering injuries any time of the year, but it's especially impactful this early on. Tough break. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Appreciate the update. Never like to see any kind of injury, Greg.
Yeah, it's one of the toughest parts of the game because you have little to no control over it.
Well, we're obviously hoping for a speedy recovery because we know this about this young guy. He simply loves playing the game.
Dick passes to Purtle. He goes up again. And another shot. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Kelly Oubre.
Well, terrific use of the pump fake by Purtle. He gets his man in the air, draws the contact. That move is just so effective.
The first free throw is good. Doris, what this team likes about Jakob Purtle, the combination of 7-foot size and great skill.
You know what, Kevin? To me, this young man has a nuanced understanding of the game. He sees the floor, so that means at his size, he can make on-time and on-target passes. He's a very capable rebounder and defender. There's just a lot to like about his game.
From 12 feet out, Gabriel's shot's good. And the 76ers lead by 2.
A little contact on the shot, but MP is a focused young man.
Faster quickly, over Maxey. And it's quickly missing.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey. And it's a 4-point 76ers lead.
You know, not a good start for him offensively. Just 2 of 8 from the field, but his confidence has not waned.
And the Raptors miss again. 76ers shooting pretty efficiently out there. It is in 48% in the first quarter. To the paint, here's Drummond. Pass to Gabriel. Back to Drummond. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Here's the 2K leaderboard with last season's best free throw shooting teams. The 76ers in second.
Yeah, they were incredibly accurate on free throws last season. They are an organization that doesn't neglect an important part of the game.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Joel Embiid comes in for Andre Drummond. And it's Butler in for Maxey. Pass to Boucher. Kept alive. Now Barnes. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Barnes has got his second bucket.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Here's Gabriel. It's hauled in by the Raptors. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year. To the middle, here's Barrett. Shoots over Oubre. Barrett, no good. The 76ers leading. Here's MP. Good.
A great sign for MP in his career. The ability to convert in traffic.
Here's Shed. Nobody near Barnes. Good on the triple. Barnes has got 7 points in the game.
Well, the defense daring him to shoot, and he makes them pay for their disrespect.
Butler finds MP. Shot, high post, and again it's Philadelphia.
And the benefit to MP being able to make that shot is it often leaves the defense at his mercy.
And that one's good, Barnes. He's got 9.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. MP inside. Barnes on him. MP, no good. Here's Barrett. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Butler from outside. Oh, and he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
Coaches talk about ending quarters. Well, you cannot do it better than that.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Philadelphia. We witnessed him delivering a series of three-pointers as he notched 3 total in the quarter. We'll return shortly. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
As a coach, I think you get a certain feel for what your team needs. And credit this guy for not waiting around. He went ahead and made the adjustment.
In at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. Then it's Walter. Then there's Chris Boucher. And it's Shed in at the point. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. Barnes, screen on Lowry. Shed, Barnes. And it's Barnes on the follow. Barnes has got 11 points.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Pass to Embiid. Here's McCain. That's good, and it's Embiid with the assist. Embiid's got his 3rd assist on the night. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Thanks. Well, the Sixers this summer signing Paul George to create a star trio, along with the great value signings around the edges, Philly is widely regarded as one of the league's most improved rosters. And guys, this team is poised to compete with the league's best. They have a big 3, and they have a real chance now to win a championship.
No doubt about it. We appreciate the update. Thanks, Shams. The 3 from Barnes. Barnes with another miss.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
Here's Barnes, and the dunk by Barnes.
Oh, Scotty Barnes off the deck and to the cup. Nice finish.
Pass to McCain. Now here's Embiid. Joel showing off the range.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Here's Barnes, and it's Barnes slamming it down.
You see the strength of Scotty Barnes on that drive. If he creates momentum, you better look out.
Pass to McCain. To the inside. Here's MP. MP powers through the contact inside.
Boy, that's a backbreaker. Takes it right into the rim and extends their lead.
You want to make sure your opponent knows they have absolutely 0 chance of a comeback, and nice finish by him.
Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Boucher.
Well, this is what Chris Boucher does. Loves to stretch the defense with his shooting ability.
Embiid the screen. MP against Barnes. Gabriel. MP gets it to drop right over the defense.
Of the 2 offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Oubre, left side. Back to MP. MP fights for it.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
MP against Barnes. Out left to the wing. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Oubre on the wing. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. MP inside. Covered by Barnes. Gabriel can't get it to go. Here's Barrett. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Barrett's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, R.J. Barrett is always working on his perimeter game, and he makes easy work at the mid-range.
MP, no good. Raptors trail by 10. Pass to Barnes. Takes it inside. Oh, and the dunk by Barnes.
All right, Scotty Barnes showing us you want to be in the dunk contest, young sir.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam King. Lowry passes to MP. Misses off the right iron.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Inside, MP gets it.
MP showing he's willing to engage the contact in the painted area. Overcome the challenges, young sir.
A drive by Barnes. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And the basket is good. McCain's got 5 points now this quarter.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Barnes screen on Lowry. And the three off target.
That's not his spot, but given the lack of defense, you'd like to see him knock that one down.
Pass to McCain. Out to the right wing.
And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone.
Johnny Barnes, he's checked in for the Raptors. The 76ers also with a sub. MP's checked in for Embiid. Now Dick down low. Here's Pirtle, and the dunk by Pirtle.
Well, I know he doesn't have to get too high to slam it home, but it doesn't take away from the force and the message sent on the dunk.
Pass to MP. And it's in there. And that's now 18 points for MP. Raptors trail by 12. And here is Ingram. His last outing with 20 points. Barnes can't get it to go.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Pass to Dick. In the corner, it's Ingram. And it's sent back by George.
What a defensive play from Paul George. Send it back, big fella. You have to appreciate the doggedness and intensity on the glass. Wow.
Maxey kicks to MP. From the stripe. And no good. Raptors shooting 46% on their attempts in the second quarter. Dick passes to Quickly. Inside. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Boy, it's a joy to watch Ingram as he's developed. One of the hardest working players in the game.
Maxey passes to Gabriel. And the shot goes in. MP's got 20 points.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Pirtle's shot is off. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
Yeah, and in that game, you see how they built out this roster, acquiring role players who can step up when needed.
And that's exactly what happened. Guys came off the bench ready to play. The offense didn't miss a beat.
Raptors trail by 15. And the foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game. Dick passes to Quickly. Now Barnes. Down low, here's Pirtle, and the dunk by Pirtle.
Yeah, we know this about Scotty Barnes. He has a team-first mindset, finds the open player in that instance.
Maxey passes to Gabriel. Shoots over Pirtle. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. He's got 24. And here are the Raptors now. Down by 15. Pirtle. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help.
Puts it up from 17. MP, no good. Raptors shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. To the middle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Wow, I love to see this level of aggression from Jakob Pirtle. He's got it going.
Quickly against Maxey. 11 feet away. Again, Philadelphia.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Raptors moving the ball around. Here's Grimes, defended by Pirtle. Grimes with the bucket.
Yeah, Grimes has the frame to work down low. I like when he gets inside.
With the step back. Barnes outside. Dick wide open. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
Big time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
Well, that's the perfect end to the quarter for them. You have no idea how much of an effect those buzzer beaters can have on a team's momentum.
And so that's the end of the first half. 76ers lead by 12. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games. You know what I was just thinking about, fellas? The NBA has lots of bright lights, maybe too bright for some.
Speaking of bright, Ernie, can we wear sunglasses on the set? You know, I'm looking at Shaq's head, and it's really that wax he put on his head. Oh, my God, it's just glaring in my eyes.
Well, it deflects away the haters like you, Kenny. Glad to know it's working.
You have any extra, biggin?
You don't need it, Ernie. You always shine.
And switching gears now to that first half. What a difficult start for the Toronto Raptors.
They've been shot out of the gym. Even when they do extend their defense, it doesn't matter. I don't know what the remedy is.
I got 3 words for you. Elbow sandwich.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. Toronto will go for a different look here. Castleton's checked in. Chris Boucher comes in for Barnes. R.J. Barrett's checked in for Ingram. And it's Walter in for Grady Dick. Boucher finds quickly. Here's Castleton. Off target from outside. And the defense of this Raptors team, Craig, they are built to switch.
And it's no accident with their roster construction. They like having wings that can guard all 5 positions, makes defending a much easier prospect.
And so in the game for the 76ers, we've got Maxey. MP out there with Kelly Oubre, and it's Grimes in at the 3 spot. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Sixers have their superstar in Joel Embiid, but Coach Nick Nurse says they have to maximize him in different ways. Nurse said unpredictability is the key. We have to relieve some of the pressure. Guys are overplaying and sending multiple players at him, and we have to find easy baskets out of it. Kevin?
Makes a lot of sense, David. Thank you. Philadelphia's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Here's Gabriel. Yes, that goes in. That's now 26 points for MP.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Now, here's Quickly. He's got 12. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
That's two things right there for R.J. Barrett. It's awareness and unselfishness. Pretty pass.
Maxey kicks to MP. Count it. Gabriel's got 28 points for the game.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
It's Barrett on the wing. Gabriel with the rebound. And so MV will bring it up for the 76ers. .141 left to play in the third. The shot's good. Now it's a 4-point Philadelphia lead. Quickly looking it over. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
And the 76ers making a change here. Drummond's checked in. The 76ers shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. Pass to MP. Drops in the layup for 2. MP's got 32 points.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And so he hits the technical free throw. And what about the evolution of Tyrese Maxey? Greg, according to him, he's just getting started.
Well, Kevin, I'd have to agree. I mean, he's got some big shoes to fill with James Harden leaving, but each year this guy has just gotten better. And not only has he matched Harden's production in Philadelphia, I think he's exceeded it.
Outside, Maxey buries the long-range jumper. Maxey's got 15.
Take your focus off Maxey for 1 second, and he will let it fly from out there.
They double him with MP. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Barrett, no good.
Well, after hitting 1 triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
Maxey passes to MP. Boucher with the rebound. Here's Shed. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
That one is off. And he's good on the second. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. Philadelphia ahead. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. We've got Chris Boucher, Walter out there with Barrett. And it's Abaji in at the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Barrett, no good. The 76ers leading by 6. Here's Gabriel. It's good. MP's got 4 this quarter.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Here's Walter. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. MP inside. Off with the layup. After shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Pass to Castleton. And again, no good by Toronto. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Embiid, the pass to MP. 76ers moving the ball around. Oubre on the wing. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Walker's checked in for Gordon. Raptors trail by 8. Onside, Barrett. To the paint. And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Edwards, he's checked in for the 76ers. Here's Shed. No one near Boucher as he lets it go. And again, no good by Toronto. MP looking around. From 11 feet away. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
Here's Shed. And the dunk by Boucher.
Well, you can see Chris Boucher's got excellent vertical. Makes that finish look easy.
Pass to Embiid. A 3. Score the basket, his 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
Now, here's Barrett. Here's Shed. A 3 ball. It's hauled in by Edwards. Now, MP. Boucher defending. And MP with the basket on the assist from Edwards. MP's got 38 points. And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot. Can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
And the technical free throw is good.
What I like about Chris Boucher is he seems to understand what his team expects from him. They need him to guard, they need him to rebound, and they know how aggressive and assertive he is on the offensive end.
Quentin Grimes is checked in for Philadelphia. Shot is good in the 76ers lead. Is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Ingram.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Here's Ingram. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
And this is what Ingram can do for you. Make a variety of shots over the course of a game. Tonight, he has been unstoppable.
Gabriel. Yep, that one goes in there. Gabriel's got 40 points.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
To the inside. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Grimes with the bucket.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And battling injuries off and on throughout the years, Ingram is a major difference maker when healthy.
Quickly the pass to Barrett. Down low, here's Ingram. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Here's MP. It's rebounded by Barrett. Raptors trail by 9. Dick with it. Pass to Ingram from the arc. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid. It's deflected. Ingram with the steal.
One of the things I always like about Emmanuel Quickley, he's decisive with the basketball.
A reserve through his first 3.5 seasons. Quickly now stepping indoors to a starting role.
You know, Kevin, you go from instant offense role off the bench to now being a lead guard. The responsibility takes an extraordinary step up. But this guy is clearly ready. Quickly wanted to be a starter in this league.
With every passing season, Quickly's role seems to expand.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he's had to prove himself over and over. And now that he has, I don't think you'll find nearly as many doubters as he had when he first came into the league. And you look at this scoring outburst by MP. What's incredible is he still has room to grow.
Ingram outside. Hits the three-point bomb. Ingram's got 21.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second three of the half right there.
MP up top. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And MP still gets the shot in the air. Other young guys might have folded under that foul, but he's able to get to the line.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. The Raptors making a switch here. Barnes is checked in. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. Rajakovic calls timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. During the last break, listened in on Darko Rajakovic talking to his team. He begged them, don't give up. He told his guys, one possession at a time. Let's go out there and do what we talked about. That's how we get back into this one. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Here's Ingram. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Here's MP. And it's Ingram with the rebound. Raptors trail by 8. Over Maxey. Down it drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
George passes to Gabriel. The shot's good on the assist by George. Gabriel's got 46 points.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Tipped away and stolen by Maxey. And George, here we go. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. And now it's a 10-point 76ers lead. Barnes screen on Maxey. And here's Quickly for 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. MP with it. Now guarded by Pirtle. Goes up to the stripe. Goes back up. Oh, Embiid too tough inside.
And talk about effort. Embiid staying with that one.
Ingram against George. Quickly with a wide open look. No good from outside.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Maxey finds MP. Another bucket. Wow.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Ingram up top, defended by George. And that one's good, Barnes.
This is a huge part of Scotty Barnes' development. Can he knock down the long ball?
The 76ers leading by 11. Pass to George. Here's Grimes. Dick defending. Inside. Here's Gabriel. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Not a lot of time left for the Raptors in this one. Ingram deciding where to go with it. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
The 3 from Barnes doesn't go for him. Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 14-5 run.
Hey, let's go. Move around.
Gabriel can't get it to go. And Toronto has possession. It's a 13-point game. Ingram passes to Quickly. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Here's Gabriel, and they pick up 2. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Welcome in to the Jalen Murphy Show. I'm your host, Jalen Murphy. I know more about sports than you do.
That's debatable.
Watch your mouth, Russ. We've got a great show for you today, starting off with a brand new segment, Trash Talk Do's and Don'ts.
Oh, I'll start. Don't tell people how to trash talk when you were a 7th man with a rickety jump shot and the handle of a precocious 4th grader.
Okay. Do keep your mouth shut if you spent most of your career waving towels at the end of the bench.
You know what? You've been selling me short since college, man. How about this? We could have won a championship, but you looked me off to take a double-team 30-footer at the buzzard, buddy.
For the last time, Russell, you weren't open.
I was open.
Guys,
I was open. I was wide open.
Just, if I may, can I just say, wowzers. I'm so looking forward to learning from both of you. And more data is always important, even when it's something as unquantifiable as trash talk.
Shut it, Toby!
Okay.
Let's start the segment. Don't trash talk if you can't back it up. There's nothing worse than writing checks with your mouth that your game can't cash.
That's what I'm saying. Not only does it make you look like a clown, but it demoralizes your teammates.
You'd know all about demoralizing your teammates, wouldn't you, Russ?
Oh, you would like to think so, except that my basketball skills were so superior to yours my entire career that you couldn't even hold a candle to me, Jalen.
Guys, if I may, just to put some perspective on this, there are only 525 athletes in the NBA at any given moment. And FIBA estimates there are 450 million basketball players worldwide.
Wow.
Which means you're in the top 99.9% of players by just being in the NBA alone, which that's a pretty impressive stat, Jalen.
Toby.
Yes?
Enough.
Oh.
You already won the lottery by marrying my sister. There's no need to suck up to Russell like this. It's unseemly.
I'm not sucking up. I want to make sure everyone feels like they have value, and I'm just following the data and seeing where the facts lead. You know what?
Shut it, Toby.
Okay.
Do keep your trash talk about the game. We're all competitors here. But there's no need to bring up family, friends, or physical attributes. In other words, show some class.
Jalen, you literally just brought up my wife.
Yes, Toby, but I did it with class. And besides, this is television, not basketball. Anything goes.
That's right, MP. We can't stop you.
Knowing the kind of player MP is, that 50-point outburst was just the beginning. I bet we see 60 points very soon.
Great win tonight, MP.
What was that little stunt you pulled before the game?
You mean what I did on social?
What do you think?
I don't get it. What's the problem?
I know you picked an individual goal, MP, but this is still a team game. The focus here is wins, not boosting your followers.
Coach, it ain't even like that. I use it as motivation.
Yeah, so do our opponents. And this is the kind of attention we don't need.
Of a deal. People talk like this in the league all the time.
It puts a target on our back and it riles up opposing fans. Nothing good can come of this.
I'm not sure that I agree with that.
Well, maybe you will when you grow up and realize the team is more important than your ego.
Anything else?
I'm done here. You can go.
Good game, MP.
Yeah. Yeah.